Welcome to your sacred threads practice. Come seated on your mat facing towards the wall. Hands on your knees, sit tall. Become aware of your breath. On your next exhale, roll your right ear over to your right shoulder, walk the left fingers off to the side, and optionally add your right hand to the side of your head for a little weighted stretch. Come back through the center line and create some neck circles. Either go all the way around or just keep it only in the front, whatever feels best to your neck. Pause on the left side, left ear toward your left shoulder, right hand walks away, left hand gently adding some weight to the stretch. Continue those slow neck circles side to side as you come out of that second side neck stretch. Take your time. Warming up the neck will help your breath. Warming up the neck will also help your gaze during the balance portion of your practice today. Coming back to the center line in your time after those neck rolls, slowly gather the knees in and sit back so you can rock the legs from side to side windshield wiper style, breaking up any tension in the knees and hips. And then straighten your left leg all the way out. Hug the right knee into the chest and extend the right leg up, pointing and flexing the right foot. Use your core, add your hands behind you, and lower and lift the right leg. Use your quads and your hip flexors rather than leaning back. Place the right leg all the way down. How slowly could you roll down onto your back, coming all the way flat? Arms reach up and overhead, and then sweep that right knee in towards your chest and extend that right leg up towards the ceiling once again. Point and flex that right foot. Maintain contact with the floor on that left leg as you crunch up to the right, taking little pulses, left shoulder to the outside of the right thigh. Try for about 8 repetitions. Come back to the center line and switch the leg that's up, continuously switching in a scissor kick. Tuck the tailbone slightly, back of the body is nice and long as you focus on the abdominal muscles here. Lifting the chin away from the chest, find your big, full, easy breathing. Left leg stays lifted as that right leg comes all the way back down, and then start those pulses on the other side. Right shoulder to the outside of the left thigh. Try for 8. Returning back to lying down with hands behind your head, finding those scissor kicks, trying to extend them out, making them a little bigger this time, more like a split, rather than focusing just on the scissoring effect. And then hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a moment to rock around, crossing the ankles, loosening up the hips, feeling a little massage across the sacrum as you reset after that core work. Hands on hamstrings, behind the knees, slowly rocking yourself up into boat pose. Lift your chest. Feet might touch the floor or arms could reach forward towards the wall. As you step that right foot down, extending it all the way out, left leg kicks up towards the ceiling point and flex that left foot as we repeat on the other side. Let go of the leg, hands drop behind you, and lower and lift that left leg. Try to keep the upper body as still as you can, using the quads and hip flexors. Place the left leg on the ground. How slowly could you roll down on your back, reaching the arms overhead, taking a big stretch in 2 opposite directions before you draw the left knee into the chest. Send the left leg back up into the air, pointing and flexing the left foot. Gently bringing the left arm out to the left, guide the left leg across the body for a nice reclining twist. Exhale to bring it back to the center line. Crunch up, right shoulder to the outside of that left thigh. Aim for 8 repetitions here. Right leg anchors you into the floor. And then find your way back into that switch kick, right leg and then left, alternating, keeping it up towards 90 degrees if that feels better to your lower back today, or accentuating out that active split. That right leg comes in, taking that right foot in your left hand, guiding it slightly across your body. Go slow. Bring it back to the center and crunch up last time, left shoulder to the outside of that right thigh. We're aiming for 8 repetitions here, but start with what feels good to your practice. Hands come behind the head as you repeat those big flutter kicks, scissoring the legs and making it more of an active range split pose. Keep your back body in contact with the earth and make sure your head, neck, and shoulders are supported. Finishing up that last round of switch kicks, turn over onto your right side in the modified fetal position. Slowly helping yourself up, left hand under left shoulder, right hand under right shoulder, coming to tabletop for a few rounds of cat and cow. See if you could accentuate the cat so much that you're rising up onto your fingertips as you hollow the belly in. Chin might come down slightly towards the chest, and then you return back to that cow spine, dipping the belly down and feeling the tailbone flare back behind you as the chin lifts. Bring full palms back down to the earth and extend your right leg behind you. Lift your right foot up into the air and pull the right knee over to the right tricep. Extend the right leg out to the right, left arm reaching out to the left, counterbalancing. Hold here. Bring the left hand back down, extend the right leg back, step into the toes, and pull the left knee into the chest. Kick the left foot off the right edge of your mat for fallen triangle. Or try sliding the left foot further forward to the top right edge of your mat for a bigger extension in that fallen triangle. Sweep the right hand down, pull the left knee back in, replacing it to the floor. Right leg lifts up and over the left leg. Look back over that left shoulder, see if you can catch a glimpse. Right knee comes down beside the left knee, and you return back to cat and cow. You might decide to accentuate this cat and cow a little more, coming all the way up to fingertips on your cat spine. Come back to neutral and begin to extend that left leg out behind you. Float the left foot up into the air and begin to bring that left knee over to left tricep. Kick the left leg out to the left, right arm reaches out to the right to counterbalance. Hold. Right hand comes back down, extend the left leg back, pull the right knee into the chest. Kick the right foot off the left edge of your mat, finding that fallen triangle, or slide the right foot forward, big extended fallen triangle. Slowly sweep the left hand down, pull that right knee into the chest, lower the right knee and lift the left leg. Left leg crosses over the right leg so you could look back over that right shoulder, see if you could catch a glimpse of the heel. Left foot steps back over, and step that right foot back as well in plank. How slowly could you lower to the floor? Come stomach lying, tops of the feet on the mat, hands make a pillow under the forehead, and begin to windshield wiper the legs from side to side, breaking up any tension in the body. Drop the tops of the feet to the floor, hands shift back under your shoulders. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Step your feet wide and bring your right hand back towards your left leg. Could be your ankle, thigh, or just reaching in the air. Right hand comes back to the earth, left leg sweeps up, three-legged dog. Stack the left hip on top of the right hip, open up to the side in a scorpion, or begin to lift the left hand away from the floor, rocking forward into wild thing. Right arm is inside plank to protect the joint. Left leg reaches back up and over as that left hand comes to the earth, and then pull that left knee over to your left tricep. Kick it up one more time. Exhale, step the left foot to the left pinky finger, left arm twists up. Optionally, make big circles with your left arm and go the opposite direction. Left hand comes inside your left foot, grab that left big toe, and practice picking the left foot up off the floor a few times with the weight in your right hand. Pivot to the long edge of your mat, begin to skandasana over to the right, keep it high, and then back to the left. As you go side to side, keep the elbow on the thigh and reach the opposing arm up and overhead until you sweep around that right foot, step the left foot halfway in, slightly wider, find your pyramid stance. Your feet are on railroad tracks. Begin to work the left hand to the inside of the right foot, right arm twisting up to your hip crease or up towards the sky for Revolve triangle pose. Replacing the right hand back down to the floor, slide the right foot back as needed and sweep the left leg up and back, finding the standing L shape or taking a handstand kick up against the wall. As you land on the right leg, sweep the left foot down to meet the right foot. Inhale, find a half lift. Walk back, take your plank position. How slowly could you lower to the floor? Hands make a pillow under your forehead, bend your knees, windshield wiper it out. Drop the tops of the feet and then slide your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, take an inhale, exhale to downward facing dog. Once again, your left leg lifts up, and as you pull the left knee over the left tricep, prep yourself for Ekapada Kundanyasana. As you pull the left knee over the second time, hover forward and maybe practice lifting that right foot away from the floor, keeping the left knee bent. Landing on that right foot, step the left foot forward into lizard. Optionally, turning that right forearm parallel to the short edge of your mat, reaching that left arm back as you bend the right knee and hug that right foot in. You could even connect the right hand to that left ankle if that feels good. Releasing your back foot, left hand under left shoulder, right hand under right shoulder, lift your back knee and take it back into Skandasana on the long edge of your mat. Keep it a little lower. Walk your hands around that right foot and step it back to meet the left in plank position. Slowly reach that right arm forward, that left leg back, finding your two-legged plank. Hold here. Hand and foot come down at the same time. Ripple it up and back, bending the knees, down dog, spinal wave style. And then left hand reaches back for that right leg, separate the feet. Left hand comes back to the mat. This time right leg sweeps up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee and open the right hip towards the long edge of your mat. Start to lift weight out of that right hand, rock forward on the left arm. Perhaps you find a wild thing on this side. Big breathing in this space, feeling your legs work. And then start to replace that right hand to the earth. Right leg kicks up and back. Pull the right knee over to the right tricep once and then kick it back up. Step the right foot to the outside of the right pinky finger and then twist that right arm up. You're in a bit of a lizard lunge and taking those big circles through the shoulder and go the opposite direction. Right hand drops to the inside of the right foot. And as you pick up that right big toe, practice lifting the right foot a few times. It doesn't need to look pretty. As you lift and lower, and then take it to the long edge of your mat. Skandasana to the left, right arm reaches, and then right, left arm reaches. Going side to side, staying high here, more of a side angle feeling. Sweeping the hands around, that left foot facing the back edge of the mat. Step the right foot halfway in, slightly wider, intense side stretching pose. Walk that right hand to the inside of the left foot, feet on railroad tracks. Left arm twists up to your hip crease or to the ceiling. Revolved triangle. Unwind your triangle, replace the left hand on the mat. Scoot the left foot back as needed, right leg sweeps up behind you, stay in your standing L shape or full palms on the earth, look forward and kick up into a handstand against the wall. Keep that left knee bent for safety. Left foot sweeps down, followed by the right foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, just enough to sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. From chair pose, swan dive down over the legs. Inhale, take a little half lift. Walk it back, find your plank position. Rock forward, take a slow lower to the floor. And as you slowly come into that resting pose, windshield wiper the legs from side to side, hands beneath the forehead. Give yourself a moment. Drop the feet to the floor, hands shift back under your shoulders. Tuck the toes under, take an inhale. Exhale, ripple it up and back, down dog. That right leg sweeps up again. Pull that right knee over to your right tricep. Inhale, kick it back up. And prep for Ekapada Kundanyasana. Lifting the left foot, keeping the right knee bent, hovering forward, take your arm balance. Whether you've taken the arm balance or not, you're going to land in lizard with that right foot forward. Turn that left forearm parallel to the short edge of your mat. Reach back with that right hand and see if you'd like to catch that left foot, making a bit of an infinity sign here. Turn your gaze up to your right shoulder if that feels good to you, and take a few breaths. Release that left foot. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Take it to the long edge of your mat. Skandasana from side to side, and then sweep the hands around the left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right foot. Reach the left arm forward. Lift the right leg. Find your two-legged plank. You can do this. Hang in there. Keep breathing. The hand and the foot come down. Take a slow lower to the floor. Inhale. Find your baby cobra pose. Take a moment there. Roll all the way back down. Walk your right elbow to the earth, followed by your left elbow. Lifting your chest forward in Sphinx pose. Tops of your feet on the mat. Take a little neck roll from side to side. Loosen up any tension that might be there. Stay engaged through the body as you find a moment in this back bend. Or shift your hands a little wider, straighten your elbows a bit, and find your seal pose. Lifting into a slightly bigger back bend might mean you're adding more breath. Engage the front of your body to support the back of your body, and then lower back down. Walking that left elbow back under the left shoulder, the right elbow back under the right shoulder, returning to Sphinx. Take a moment to ground. Perhaps take those neck rolls to the right and the left. Interlace your fingers, tuck your toes under, and hover it up to your forearm plank. Slowly begin to tippy-toe your toes in, pike your hips up in the air, keep your knees bent, find your dolphin. Keep strong through your shoulder blades as you rock forward and back several times. And then walk it back, find that forearm plank. Separate your hands, forearms are parallel on the mat. Rock forward, lowering the hips, untucking the toes, back into Sphinx pose you go. And then turn the elbows wide, forehead rests on stacked hands, windshield wiper the legs. Hands shifting back under the shoulders, tuck your toes, press it up and back, find your downward facing dog. This time walk your hands back towards your feet a little bit. And then start to step those feet on the wall in line with your hips, taking an L-shaped handstand on the wall. Draw the low ribs in, really finding that eye gaze between the thumbs. Can you keep it controlled as you walk the feet back down to the earth and climb forward into down dog? Beautiful job. You know this part. The left hand reaches over for that right ankle, let the head hang, find your inversion. This time left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back, find that two-legged plank, keep it controlled, hold there. Left hand touches down, right leg goes up and back, open it into wild thing if that feels like you. Remember your hand can always rest at heart center rather than reaching above. Replacing that right hand on the earth, right leg goes up and back. Pull that right knee over to your right tricep and step that right foot to the outside of the right pinky finger, reaching the right arm and sweeping it in one circle. If you'd like to make it spicier, hook those right yogi piece fingers around that big toe and extend it all the way up. Take your side plank variation. If you don't want to grab the big toe, feel free to just reach the arm and leg up. Big step forward with that right foot, and then take into a skandasana to the left as you pivot to the long edge of your mat, and back to the right. Opposite arm reaches over as you rest the same forearm on that thigh. Sweep it all the way around towards that left foot facing the wall. Step the right foot halfway in, slightly wider, find pyramid stance, but then slide that right hand forward, right leg lifts, left arm twisting up in the air, revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your right knee, left hand reaches back for that foot, taking a sugarcane variation. Release the right foot, left hand comes back down. Look forward towards the wall and pull that left knee into the chest as you find a handstand kick up or stay in your L shape. Landing the right foot to meet the left foot, inhale, half lift, and walk it back, find your plank. How slowly could you lower to the floor? Walk the left elbow back under the left shoulder, the right elbow back under the right shoulder, you're back in Sphinx pose. Take a little neck roll from side to side, letting your body reset for a moment. And then interlace those fingers, hover it up, forearm plank. Keep your thighs nice and tight here. Tippy toe it in, piking the hips up in the air, taking dolphin pose. Stabilize the shoulders, and as you rock forward this time, maybe take a couple hops off of your left foot until you find a kick up into Pincha Mayurasana against the wall. Slowly return the feet to the floor, walking back into your forearm plank. Rock slightly further forward, lower the knees to the floor, untuck the toes, finding Sphinx, or shift your hands wide, inhaling to seal pose. Draw the low belly in, support the lower back. Lowering back down, right elbow, left elbow, and then fanning the elbows wide, finding that reset. Take a nice long, deep breath. Perhaps you exhale through your mouth. Drop the tops of the feet to the floor, slide your hands back under your shoulders, tuck your toes under, press it up and back, down dog. Let's complete our circle. Pedaling the feet out, take a few deep knee bends, and then slowly but surely draw that right leg back up into the air. Pull the right knee over to the right tricep, prepare for Ekapada Kundinasana 2. Left leg extends behind you. Step the left foot down. Right foot lands to the outside of the right pinky finger. Twist that left forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat. Option to reach back for your left leg. Drop the back toes tucked. As you walk that right hand inside the right foot, take it to the long edge of your mat. Keep your skandasana low perhaps this time as you take it to the left and the right. And then find the center line. Walk the hands all the way out in front. Take a big stretch in that Prasarita Padottanasana, wide angle forward fold. Walking the hands back under the eye gaze, take it around that left foot, facing what was the top edge of your mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right foot. Rock slightly further forward, slow lower to the floor. Take an inhale into your baby cobra, or make the cobra just a little bigger today. And then lowering it back down. Press up and back, find downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet a little ways so that as you step on the wall, your feet are in line with your hips, no higher. Press slowly until your legs are straight, coming into your handstand L-shape hold. Eye gaze goes between your thumbs. Pull your low ribs in, see if you could float your feet back down. As you come into down dog, walk your hands forward. Get your stabilization first. Then reach that right hand back for that left ankle, feet nice and wide. Right hand comes all the way forward, reach it into that single leg plank. Kick that left leg out behind, counterbalance it. Left leg reaches up and back. Open that hip to the long edge of the mat and begin to rock forward, tipping into Wild Thing if that feels like you today. As you watch that left hand come back to the earth, that left leg lifts up and back. Step the left foot to the outside of the left pinky finger, reaching that left arm up in the air once, and then reaching down. Yogi Pace fingers might hook that left big toe. Step the right foot in and come up into that side plank balance. Option to keep a hold of that big toe or release it. Arm and leg could be reaching up if you prefer. Guide the left foot forward, landing towards that top left edge of the mat, and take it into a skandasana to the right and the left. Keep it high, opposite arm reaching past the ear. Stay with those big full breaths and then pivot around towards that right foot facing the wall. Step the left foot halfway in, slightly wider, but this time shift the left hand forward. Left leg reaches up in the air. Right hand tucks into your hip crease or starts to revolve up. Reaching that right hand back for that left foot, finding revolved sugar cane. Slowly release that left leg. Right hand comes back to the earth and look forward towards the wall as you propel that right knee into the chest, finding that handstand motion. Land the feet together, take a half lift, and then sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, sweep the hands down, option to stay with toes on the floor, or begin to lift the feet into crow pose, or take it into a conditioning movement of kicking the heels towards the wrists. Alternate. Sit back into chair, pause, exhale, swan dive down over the legs. Inhale, little half lift. Walk your feet back, find your plank position. How slowly can you lower to the floor? Inhale, take a baby cobra or make it a little bigger if that feels good. Roll it all the way back down. And placing that forehead down on stacked hands, find a moment of rest. You deserve it. Walk that right elbow back under your right shoulder. That left elbow back under your left shoulder, rising up to Sphinx pose. Interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under, and hover up to forearm plank. Begin to tippy-toe the feet in your time, piking the hips up in the air, shifting the shoulders forward over the elbows, finding dolphin pose. Maybe taking a couple hops off that right foot as you lift the left leg up in the air, or practicing your forearms stand against the wall. In your time, walk it back to your forearm plank. Thighs strong, arms parallel. Breathe. Rock forward and release your hips on the floor. Untuck your toes, returning to Sphinx pose, or shift your hands wide, lifting up into seal pose, a little bit of a bigger back bend, so stay engaged with your breath. Lowering back down, forehead touches the earth, tuck your toes under, ripple it up and back, down dog. Let's complete our circle. Getting comfortable in your downward facing dog, using those triceps to press the floor away, sweep that left leg up and back. Pull the left knee over the left tricep and prepare for flight in Ekapada Kundanyasana, or simply step the left foot forward into lizard. We'll all meet there. Turn that right forearm parallel to the short edge of your mat, lowering to the elbow or keeping it up on the hand is fine, and then reaching that left hand back for your right foot if you so desire. You could connect the right hand to the left ankle, but when you release, walk that left hand to the inside of the left foot and begin to take it to the long edge of your mat, Skandasana to the right and to the left, taking it side to side, listening to knees. Pause for just a moment in that wide angle forward fold. Walking the hands around that right foot facing the top edge of your mat, step the right foot back to meet the left foot and lower slowly to the floor. Hands make a pillow under your forehead. You've done an amazing job. This was a hard flow. You tackled it with grace. After a moment of focusing on your breath, slide your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes under, press it up and back, downward facing dog. This time, send that right leg up in the air, pull the right knee in towards your chest and change the angle of your shin for pigeon pose. Option to stay seated upright in pigeon pose or begin to walk elbows out in front of you, maybe pressing palms together, deepening the stretch here. Continue to internally rotate through your left thigh as you find a moment. And then walk your hands back under your shoulders. Rock onto your right hip, reach back for your left leg, and we come back to the beginning of our flow. Extend that left leg up in front of you and lower and lift the left leg a few times. Your hands could be on the floor beside you for support, or make it spicier by reaching up forward. Gather that left leg in with your right hand and take a twist. Left arm reaches behind you. Could you start to float the right leg away from the floor as well? Twisted boat pose. Reaching the left arm up in the air, find a hold. Replace that right leg to the floor. Bend your left knee. Wrap your left leg over your right leg for a twist. Left hand slides behind you as your right arm wraps around that left thigh. Rock towards your right hip and bend your right leg. Both hands touch down to the outside of the right hip, step into the left foot, and turn to face the wall in your forward fold. Give yourself a moment to sway it all out. Only when you're ready, walk your hands forward, feet back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale through your mouth if you'd like. Left leg comes up and back. Pull that left knee into your chest and change the angle of your shin. Pigeon pose on the other side. Option to stay seated upright or walk those elbows to the earth. Continue to internally rotate through your right leg. Cushion underneath the left hip if you'd like, and deepen your breath. Walking the hands back under the shoulders, slowly rising back up, reach for your right leg and sweep it around. Extend the left leg out as you kick that right leg up to the ceiling. We're back to those leg lifts. Arms could reach out or behind you as you lower and lift the right leg. Try not to move the upper body too much. You're staying really strong through that core. Pull that right leg in, touch it with that left hand. Right arm floats behind you. Maybe left leg starts to lift in that revolved version of your boat pose. Sit as tall as you can. Squeeze the muscles in your arms and legs. Dropping that left leg, cross the right leg over the left. Take a twist. As you add the right arm behind you, maybe your eye gaze turns over that right shoulder, maybe not. Rock onto your left hip so that you could bend your left knee. Both hands drop to the outside of your left hip so you can step in your right foot and turn all the way around. Take it for a moment into that forward fold or walk your feet up the wall for one more last L-shaped handstand. Take a moment, enjoy. Walking those feet back down, inhale, take a half lift and walk your hands forward to downward facing dog. We'll meet together. Lower those knees to the earth and slide back, child's pose. Amazing work today, my friends.